Hello, everyone, and welcome to the commentary zone. As you enter the room, please don't forget to give us a little thumbs up, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, tell a friend. To all of our new subscribers, welcome to the tribe. Thank you for supporting us. We really appreciate it. Oh God, bad YouTuber again. All right, so here we go. Today we have our double header from TLC. First up, 90 Day Fiancé, Love in Paradise, Season 4, Episode 3, The Mile High Club. Okay, so Jamal, you said this is going to be a quickie. So who do you want to start with first?
Nobody. Okay, thank you for the show, everybody. See you next time. I mean, I just we might as well start with Adriano and Alex to get them out the way.
Okay.
So, Alex arrives in Italy on the
Mhm.
train. Adriano's looking the wrong way. He finally realizes, oh, let me turn this way. There she go. My issue with this couple is we know the storyline, and it's not a storyline. In my personal opinion, here is why. He obviously he needs threesomes to have sex. I'm sorry, that's just what he's giving me so far. I could be wrong.
Mhm. Mhm.
Alex says she doesn't want that. Like she's done her, like we said last week, she's done her experimentation and she realizes that's not what she wants for herself. Okay, cool. Not a match. Fantastic. Go your separate ways. But then in this episode, we come to find out, based on Adriano, that
Mhm.
there was some sort of conversation and agreement. Like we thought last week when he was talking to his friend. We're like,
Mhm.
he's pushing too hard for this. Like way too hard. And then when he
Mhm.
said, when we I really liked her, she's beautiful. When she said she's into the threesome, he's like, it was bang, boom, I'm in. I'm like, wait a minute. Huh? That was your snap to realize that, oh, she's the one. And then two, Alex, were you not telling us, ma'am? Because here's what I'm looking at. I feel like Adriano's being the more honest of the two right now. I really do.
Mhm.
I feel like Alex is not giving us a full story. Not at all. Because she's trying to make herself seem like, oh, he's just pressuring me out of nowhere. Oh, he just won't let it go. I'm like, well, you're trying to make this man feel like he's pressuring you. He is. Don't get me wrong, because he should have been dropped. He should have been dropped her actually. Because how can I put this nicely? Okay, forgive me, y'all. Forgive me, but y'all haven't seen each other for X amount of months. You say you're attracted to each other. Y'all kissing on each other. But this man says, when she says, I can stay in your arms like this all night long. And he's like, I'm hungry. Mm. To me, that's a sign. And then I'm going to couple that with the preview from next week when he perks up when the cousin comes to visit.
Mhm.
He needs threesomes to have sex. I'm sorry.
I'll agree with you on that. But he's been quite clear on that. He hasn't lied. But I find Alex to be highly suspect. First, the obvious one. He said that she agreed that this was something she was into, or she agreed to do it at the beginning, but
Right.
then changed her mind. Another thing that troubled me about her, now this guy Adriano is supposed to be moving to Australia to um, get more opportunities for his fitness training and threesomes,
Mm-hmm.
and he wants her to come with him. And she's like, I'm worried about going to Australia and obviously being replaced, but I'm saying that that's not exactly what she says, but to me it felt like, he's going to get out there, he's going to replace me. And she's like, "Oh, I'm going to be so far away from home." But then she says when she sees him, "Oh, I could really live here in Italy."
That was it for me.
And then I got on the Google Schmoogle. It's like 4 to 5 hours flight time difference between she's Dallas. Dallas in Italy is shorter than going to Dallas, Australia by about 4 to 5 hours. You still far, far. far away from home.
Well, a whole ocean away.
Two different oceans. Like it wasn't making sense to me. Just
Okay.
admit that you are, whether you move to Italy, and I think she prefer Italy because he says he can't find threesomes there. You go all the way out to a continent like Australia, you're gonna find a lot more options.
Which is what he said.
Be
He didn't say it flat
honest.
out. He said, because remember, he said, like, there's more options for me there, and my personal training business can take off. That's paraphrasing. That's what he said. But and Debbie, I'm gonna jump on your train here because I thought the same thing. And I'm glad you said it. That I'm like, ma'am, you're worried about getting ditched in Australia, but you're not worried about getting ditched in Italy. Okay.
Well, I guess Nona around the corner is looking out for her, telling her all the women that are going in the apartment or something. I don't know. It just made no sense to me because he can step out on you wherever you are.
Exactly.
But and then you're gonna give up your whole therapy business to go to Australia so that he can be a gym rat. So what are your plans for when you move to Australia or Italy? What as an educated woman, what are you going to do when you sacrifice your whole career? Like to me, I would be saying to him, if I wanted to stay with him, come to Dallas with me. There's plenty of gyms there. We got internet. You can go on social media. Like, why do we have to go to Australia? It's not making sense for me. And she has, sorry to say it, she has the better career, more profitable career as of right now.
Right.
I don't know. Hold on. Let's say hi to everybody. Hello, Tripod Tracy. Hi, Sunway. Why is this? Okay, here we go. Hi, Sunway. Hi, Auntie. Why is she with him? Oh, Jamal, answer that question. Why is she with him? Auntie wants to know.
She wants to be. I think she wants to be. I think she wants to be on TV too, and she's trying to have. She's liking these free trips to Italy. That's just my opinion.
So Rodney says these storylines are not progressing. Well, they can't progress if they never really start. This isn't what I would call a riveting storyline. I mean, I'm looking at the scenery. I'm doing a travel vlog in my head. I'm doing like, what are they having to eat for dinner? I'm not paying attention to these two fools and how he showed all of her pum pum when he greeted her at the train. But then again, that was her fault for wearing a micro mini on public transport. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. Jeremy. Hi, failed foster dog mom. How are you? Wait, she says that this is a fake couple. He wants a fantasy. She does not and won't again. Find another one. So you think they're fake? Jamal?
I won't say fake. It's just a really bad couple.
Y'all can respond to Sunway in the chat. Anyone who is a member of the Mile High Club, please let us know in the chat. Thank you. And if you're on the replay crew, put it in the comment section. We just want to know a little bit more about our viewership. Thank you. Auntie agrees with you. Hi, Farmata. Happy Friday. I'm listening whilst walking home. Might not come at, not a worries. Be safe. Okay. Rodney M. Adriano should just exit. You know, he's not even, for me, he's not very visually stimulating. You know how you could just have somebody that looks so damn cute, you just want them to hang around on a TV and just not talk a lot? So you could just look and appreciate, like their museum piece. You know, you don't want to hear nothing coming out of the mouth. Just sit. Look pretty. He's not doing that for me, though, unfortunately. It's not making sense. That's what I thought. Fake storyline. Okay. So Auntie also thinks it's a fake storyline. Tracy says, I haven't paid attention to these people. Has he been specific about who he wants in the threesome? A woman. she cannot have another man. It has to be him having another woman. And I can't go along with that. So why are you the only one who having all the fun? But okay. She's another who should have left her vacation, peed on vacation. Yup. But wait a minute. Didn't she say something about she experimented when she was younger? Was she the
In
one?
college or something. Yeah, yeah, she did. She said she experimented.
So was it experimentation with females or with threes? Because if she said she did that experimentation with women when she was in college and
I
whatever.
mean, reading between the lines of what she said, I'm going to say it was with another one. Because
Right.
the reason why I say that, because if it was with another man, Adriana wouldn't be so adamant.
So then hold on, I'm going to stretch this even further. If she said when in their 5 minutes of getting to know you, she said, "Yes, I have been with other women." And he was like, "Oh, she's into threesomes." But that's not the same thing. Did
No,
he think that she admitted, like, that she agreed to be in a threesome by saying, "Oh, I've done some experimentation with females before"?
the I don't I know men we will hear things. When I say hear things, we will just add a lot of context to a basic sentence. We do that to make it fit what we want. I understand that. I own that. I'm a man, trust me. But what the words the words that you just said in Alex's voice, and then
Mhm.
did you translate it into man? That's pretty much
Uh-huh.
probably what happened. That's one of the possibilities.
Because the
Or
reason why I'm saying it is he's the only one who's saying that she agreed to do this. She's not saying anything of that sort. She said that she
no,
experimented.
but she hasn't denied not telling. What she said was that she didn't want to. That's not for her. And I'm like, remember last week I said, did y'all have a threesome on that first vacation? The only reason I say I'm coming to that conclusion because he's far too adamant. Like, okay, and I know this is a stretch, and
Mhm.
guys, I apologize, but it's um like he got a taste of like really really high end Cavassier. I don't want to say the other thing on the live, but you know
Mhm.
what I mean. He got a good hit, and
Mhm.
he's fiending for more. And since to me threesomes are his drogas of choice, I'm led to believe like she's let him taste it in that realm once, and now he wants more. Y'all, I'm trying to keep it as PG as I can, but that's how I'm seeing it because he's far too adamant. Like Debbie, think about it. Who gets so excited over something they haven't had already?
Well, he admitted each one was better than the last.
I know I'm talking about specifically with Alex though. He's focused
But
on
I
Alex.
think I think she's something that he's never experienced. And here's why I'm saying this. Um I've spoken to quite a few Italian men from Italy. When I was in Barbados, we used to have this charter coming in directly from Italy, and they would come on vacation with their wife, their children, with everything, but
Mm-hmm.
go around to find dark skinned women to have
Oh,
affairs with at the resort, and their wives
oh,
didn't care. But the skin color was what they were fetishizing
oh,
locals.
got it.
And I'm
Oh,
wondering if that's the same thing that's
oh,
going on here, because he could hit a
okay,
trifecta. Beautiful woman, second beautiful woman, and one of them is black. It's the magical unicorn threesome for him.
okay,
I'm just saying because when you said, that extra hit, it could be he's fetishizing her as a black woman.
okay. I mean,
Just saying.
I could go with that. I could like now that you've explained it, I could see that possibility as well.
Because I'm also going back to, like, it's mostly the Greeks, but so do the Italians. I don't know. They're so close to Africa, and
Mhm.
especially when you get down into Sicily, um, they do appreciate dark meat. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to offend nobody, but just saying, I wonder if that's playing into this. Tracy says, I'm wondering because him and the guy at the barbershop seemed like they were hot for each other. You're a mess. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think anything's off the table
I
with
know.
Adriano. I
I
think
think they.
he's very
mm,
adventurous.
I think they party together.
Yeah.
That's my theory.
But you see, whereas the friend from the barbershop considers Alex easily replaceable, there's
Right.
something that with Adriano she's not.
True.
So I don't know. Tracy agrees, should have left him on vacation. Auntie says she thinks it was in college with women. I thought it was with women, but only half pay attention to the show. Yeah, it is hard. That's how Adriano heard it. Okay, so by saying that she was with women in the past, he interpreted that as, oh, so we can do threesomes.
I mean, that's like I said, men. We will just selectively hear a whole bunch of stuff to make it fit what we need. So that's a possibility. With this couple, there's a lot of possibilities, and it's to me it stems from I don't think Alex is being
Oh.
100% honest. She's
Listen
not
to
giving us
what
the full
Rodney
story.
says. Listen to what Rodney says. The same way how you get a man is the same way how you keep him. If she made promises early, dot dot dot.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Auntie says she agrees with you. She says she thought that they had a threesome, the way he was talking. So maybe their first encounter was very all inclusive.
Hmm.
That's absolutely right, Jamal. She said yes once and now that's why he wants all the time. Oof. Hi, Farmata. Hi, Ryan. Welcome, welcome. I thought she experimented with women. Okay, perfect. Even in Rome, it's Chabella all day, or at least it was back when I was in my 20s. Yet they had a really, oh god, I was too light skinned for what the Italians were looking for when I was working in the 90s in Barbados. But what was it they used to say? Bellissima la negra or something like that. And I was like, wait, she say what? And but that's because I lived in Brooklyn and then went back to Barbados and worked in the hospitality industry. So I kind of heard something different when they said
Hmm.
that and perked up. But everybody else was just like, it's no problem. Um, and so then like they were appreciating the really dark complected women.
Mm.
But them Italians was something else though. Oof. Oof. Always semi hard in little banana hammocks and prancing like peacocks. No shame. They would introduce you to their wife. That's my wife. And kids. We go to room.
Okay.
And you just
Alrighty
be,
then.
when do you leave?
Right.
When do you leave? Yeah, they were interesting. I didn't have much problems with them. Great, fabulous. But some of my friends, yeah, chased around property. Security had to have a talking with the gentleman, asking the wife control your husband. She say she on vacation.
Okay. Alrighty then.
She don't care. Mm-mm. It was funny. It was funny. Interesting but funny. Mm-mm-mm. And he said his relationship issue is complicated. Lanira, there you go. It's been a long time. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Ryan. We got smart people in here. it was just very weird. I was just hearing something else, and everybody else,
Right.
it's okay, it's Italian. And I was like, okay, if you like it, good for you. Good for you. Yeah, we were considered, well, they were considered very exotic. I was considered mediocre. There you go. But yeah, I don't. My solution to their issue or their non-issue, bring
To
him
not be
over
together.
to Dallas. Bring him over to Dallas and call it a day.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, bring him over to Dallas, or worse yet, don't even do the K1. Get married in Italy and bring him over on spousal, and that way there's a little bit. It's less expensive for you when he leaves. Not gonna lie, the attention when I visited Italy, but that was
Because
right. No, because the Spanish boys weren't interested in me when I was studying in Spain. Oh, the Spanish boys didn't, but didn't they like the? Oh no. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Yeah, I can understand the Spanish. Never mind. Oh, the Italians, really? I gotta go there. I've been to Greece. And I got me and my mom got a little bit of attention, but they thought we were Brazilians. They thought we were Brazilians because my mom was darker than me, and like they figured
right.
the different complexions, and I'm calling her mom. Oh, you Brazil? No, no. And my mom is like, "How did he get there?" Not in the early 2000s. Oh, look, girl, Europe is a trip. I love it. I love it. Okay. Anything else with these losers?
No, I can believe we spent 20 minutes on them and their non-storyline, but oh well.
Well, that's because we zhuzhed it up.
That's true.
We gave them options. Who's next?
It has to be Annie and Kyle, and how Annie is still there. Now, at first I was sympathizing with Annie. I'm like, you're really, really smart, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, now I have no sympathy because you're still there. That's all I have for them.
The digging at his genitals. Okay, so I know at times you might have to rearrange yourself, but I find this man to be not only
okay, Debbie, I was saying you find him crude and boorish. Next.
But also, I get the impression that he's not that into hygiene either. I don't think any of his clothes have been washed in quite a while. I just smell musty balls whenever I see him on the screen. He is boorish. He has absolutely no manners. Like, I'm waiting for him to be picking up his nose and then taking the same finger and putting it in his mouth and say, tastes like salty or something. I don't know. Like, he behaves like a bratty toddler and then blames it on Americans. What? And then she asked him point blank, when you went to Australia, were you making donations? And he's like, I can't remember. Fuck you say?
And she's like, what? So that means yes, if you can't remember. I was like, oops, well.
I don't believe that he's not getting something for all of these donations that he's making. I don't believe that he is actually working as an accountant. I don't believe him. I honestly fear for the women who I don't even know if he contracts, but who agree to get donations from him. He is so worrisome, troublesome, and problematic on so many levels. It is frightening that women are this desperate for this gremlin to impregnate them. Oh my God. And I'm beginning to wonder why Annie is on this show. I really am, because she has seen the signs. The bells are ringing, the flags are flying, and she's still on a rock asking him if he's making donations. Um, so, okay. I can't figure it out. I can't figure it out. What are y'all saying in here? What are y'all saying in here? The Spanish thought you were Dominican. Oh, wow. Okay, that's a new one. Okay, Gavin Jerry. Hi, Flower Power. Run, Annika, run. No, Annika, stay there. Stay there. Keep asking all the dumb questions. Get more than pregnant. I don't care anymore. I just don't. Because I think that she's an intelligent woman. She's older than him. She has relationship experience. And you're going after a younger man who has no relationship experience except dipping his dong into any open hole. Like, come on, girl. Stop. And the mere fact that you was considering this man for your child's father, ugh, I can't. I just can't. I think she wants TV time. No way she's interested in him. Oh, hi, avoiding eye contact. That was gross. He was convulsing, moving his junk around, and the color of that shirt Kyle had on was not a good look. It was flesh tone. Yes, but like dead people flesh. He's just disgusting. I I don't understand how someone could be like attracted to that. I don't know. Auntie says I smell BO when I look at him. Yes, musty balls. That's the musty balls. That's what I'm smelling in my head looking at him. He's just not hygienic to me. He looks like he wears natural deodorant that doesn't work. Did y'all see any deodorant come out of his knapsack? I saw a bunch of dirty clothes that he flung in the closet.
Has he showered yet, though?
Probably not.
Like my whole thing is this: you say you're working as an accountant. I ain't seen not one company credit card, whatever. You're not gonna you're and the way like she said, and Annie's calling him out. She's like, you need to donate. Like you're like the savior of the world. You impregnate all the women. I'm like, well, I mean, and my thing with her is this: is that she is saying all the right things, but she's still entertaining this.
Mm-hmm.
That's my thing.
Yeah. Hey, Christoph, welcome. Nobody wants his samples in the U.S. Maybe that's why he has to go overseas.
Yeah.
Did we see a computer?
No.
He's living out of a rucksack.
And with him, we have to realize. I think someone said like maybe there was some issue genetically. So the reason why he donates on Facebook is because he couldn't get accepted at this clinics.
Exactly. He has that genetic mutation that you'll find in Jews from Europe, which can, if combined with, if the female has that same recessive, it's a recessive genetic
that's
trait.
what they were saying.
Yeah, it can be disastrous genetic makeup for the child. Yeah.
Oh, I think I've heard of something like, I'm not sure what it's called though. The only thing I recall is like what Tay-Sachs, something like that, where it's like it could be very bad.
Mm-hmm. But they scream for that at the clinic.
Yes,
and they reject them.
They
reject them.
That's why I was reading on like on some forums. It's like and they were consistent saying like, due to the genetic abnormality that he wouldn't be accepted at sperm bank, which is why he does his business on Facebook.
Let me see if I can find.
But and I'm looking, and I agree because he has to be getting something because like who travels the world donating for free
exactly.
out of their own pocket? You know what I mean?
It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't. But again, that's what he wants to put out there, that he is this I don't know, philanthropic. It just seems that's an abuse of that word when you put in the same
Right.
sentence with Kyle.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's that great of a donor, specimens wise. When I was looking for donors, trust me, I was not looking for gremlins. I just, whether they had a genetic mutation or not, I was not looking for that. But okay, that's just me. Jamal calls me bougie all the time. That's just me. But that's not what I was looking for. Um,
Only in certain things do I call you bougie. There are certain times where I agree with their bouginess, and I could be bougie myself sometimes. And when I used to go out with friends and stuff, I would go to the bar and like when the bartender like, oh, what do you want? I'm like, they say absolute, like, excuse you, who is that?
mhm,
I need to step
mhm,
at the top, please. So yes, there are
mhm.
certain times bougie is very warranted. It's
Okay.
when you be was it's when you sit up here trying to complain about 2-ply toilet paper. I'm like, it's 2-ply, Debbie. It's 2-ply. Just go with it. Sorry, not everyone has French Charmin. It's okay.
I don't have French Charmin. I have, well, this time I
Get
don't have uh, Costco Charmin. I have Costco brand, but that's because it was on sale. But they almost
mm-hmm,
the same. They
mm-hmm.
almost the same. So, okay, Flower Power needs our help. Flower Power says, I love a musky smelling man. A musty smelling man sounds like a man you pull out of a cedar chest filled with mothballs. No, musty is a lot different in my estimation.
Yeah, yeah. Flower power
Musty,
is musky. There's a difference between musky and musty.
right? Because
Mu-
musk is like a perfume, like that can be considered a perfume,
it's like
a,
like
a,
a
a
fragrance type,
fragrance, aroma,
right?
a scent. Okay, but it can be appealing. I don't know anybody who like musty. Um,
Musty is very sweaty and damp and moist.
damp.
Sorry.
That's damp and moist. Like you've been in the gym for 6 hours and then you go to sleep and you wake up and you still damp. And yeah, and then you go and wash some clothes and leave them in the washing machine for 4 days. And then you take them out and they're still wet, and you smell that in combination with your own smell. You just layer upon layer the Uda. Ugh. Yeah, it's not pleasant. And in Barbados, it's actually an insult. Someone
Oh
says you
yeah,
usually children that coming home from school in the when it's super
right,
super hot, especially the boys who run around the most and come back, like you send them off nice and pressed in their uniform and their socks pulled up,
right.
and by the time they come home their tie is around their head and
Mm-hmm.
the socks are down, and like you can't even see the sweat stains anymore because the uniform has changed color from the
Yep.
from the perspiration. Yes. And we say, you are musty, go in the bath. That's yeah. Anyone here from Steven? Oh,
Yeah, Steven was here yesterday, late,
yesterday? Late. Oh,
late,
she came in late.
late, late. She
Okay.
came in late.
Alrighty. Um, wait, in Vagine or in cash? What are y'all talking about?
Payment. Kyle's payment.
um, I there apparently there's quite a few, there's a community that does this on Facebook. And I always say this, why are y'all buying stuff off of Facebook?
I like Formata. Okay,
Why?
Formata says musky to me is like a very strong product smell.
Right. Like, oh my God, there was a perfume that I thought was musky. Shit. And it's a really old one. I'll remember
But
it
musky,
later.
like, can you remember, like, I mean, yeah, you remember back in the day that they actually had musk cologne for men.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, see, that's like a pungent fragrance.
Uh-huh.
Like I said, musty is like moist and damp and
Mhm.
real like,
Mildew. It smelled like
yeah,
mildew.
there we go. That's what it is. That's
Yes.
what it is.
That's what it
That's,
is. So for all y'all old people out there, if y'all remember what something smelled like from milk that left out in the mildew, that Yeah, that's how I feel he smells. Gross.
But that's the thing. That's and somebody made
Aw.
who was it Ryan? What's Ryan? What did Ryan say? Right here.
Mm-hmm.
What is his appeal? He's not very tall or good looking. Kind of looks like a worm. And do we know if he has a degree or what his IQ is? And that's
No.
fair. That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
That's
like
not what I was looking for when I was looking.
but here's the thing though. But here's the thing though. At the with the sperm bank, they would have all that information set up for you. That's part of the bio. That's how you pick what you want. With him, he could tell these women he has anything, and they will believe it. They probably don't do background checks, if you know what I mean. So,
Mm-hmm. Well,
buyer
they've
be
asked for those, even a 23andMe like
mm-hmm,
result, and he refuses to give them. Some of the others say, "Well, if you pay for it, I'll do it."
mm-hmm,
But he refuses. He goes, "Oh, I'm clean. I did my I and even when you ask for STD screenings, oh, I'm clean."
mm-mm,
Like, how are y'all doing this?
right,
Hi,
right.
Surf too.
So
Who's
next week,
next?
Madeline, and Luke.
Here we go. The brats.
Yeah, it's just very odd. These two. I mean, he finally tells her that he lost his job, and he's asking her questions. She's getting mad, like, why are you asking all these questions? I'm the one who's working hard. I'm like, well, ma'am, he's fronting the $800 a month to keep the store afloat, so he has the right to ask these questions. He should be asking these questions. And he tells her, like, I lost my job, we don't have any money coming in. But this is why I hate previews. I need to stop watching those, because now he done made me mad by spending. Okay. Guys, sorry, guys, jump ahead because they did show the preview. How are you spending 11? How do you say you lost your job? You're worried about bills, but you just spent 11 grand to have 300 pairs of sunglasses made. Huh? What? Okay. So, he's been funny, get cool, $800 a month, I get it. And, asking all the business questions, they need roughly what he say, 60, 90 clients a month between that, depending on what they get to break even, right? And they're
Mm-hmm.
barely pulling in 20 per month. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, you're new. And I'm looking at him. I'm gonna say this. He had me with his questions at the beginning, right? I was with him, like,
Mm-hmm.
great
They
questions.
were good questions, yeah.
Good question, great questions. But here's where he lost me. He lost me when he asked her, like, are we gonna be profitable in 3 months? I'm like, yeah, you know what? No, never mind. Never mind. 3 months. But then
Stupid.
3 months, and you're only pulling in 20 clients a month right now.
Here's
No.
the thing, no business is going to be profitable in 3 months. And I think that's why he's had so many businesses. One, he jumps in, thinks he's going to make a quick buck. And then when it doesn't, after 3 months, he moves on to the next business and he just keeps wasting money and money. He does not have any businesses.
Yes.
He has a lot of product demos or samples. I think that's what he
Right.
has, but
Mm-hmm.
he doesn't have
Products.
businesses.
Right.
So take those 300 sunglasses I think he got, put them on Amazon and sell them. You're not getting your 11,000 back. Who, wait, hold on. 11,000, right? That's what he said he invested?
Mm-hmm. So it's like $37 per sunglass if I typed it in right.
That's expensive. Because you got to give
No.
Amazon their cut. You got to pay for
True.
shipping for Prime people. Like, you do better to find an African and sell it out of a suitcase. He should sell them in the nail shop.
They'll have a little one of those little spinning things.
Mhm. Americano Sunnies. There you go. They'll buy them. What is it?
Oh, this right here killed me too. Real quick,
Mhm.
beauty on her sign was spelled wrong. I'm like, you know what? That was funny. Sorry.
These two are idiots. These two are
Yes.
idiots. But whatever. I think some men have a testosterone scent that can drive a woman crazy, but it really has to do with the Isn't that pheromones? Isn't that what they say the smell is? The smell of
Right.
attraction? Yeah. Luke reminds me of Chance from Love After Lockup with his random businesses and get rid. Yes. Yes. So these Sunnies are the equivalent of Chance's limousine.
But okay, thinking about it though, since he just got the product, he
Mm-hmm.
been spent that 11K.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, sir, like, huh?
Just like how he been living in his mama garage. Oh, Luke seems like a crypto person. He likes to take risks.
Fair, fair.
Tracy says he's nuts. $11,000 for sunglasses. Why didn't he just get those from China? Isn't everybody buying like stuff like that wholesale from China?
China or Taiwan, somewhere. He's somewhere in there. But he just makes no sense to me. And I'm looking at him watching this, like, okay, you're asking all the right questions, fantastic, great. But then, like, are we gonna be profitable in 3 months? And then I'm like, well, and can we just talk about how you gave thousands of dollars to an 18-year-old to open up a business? Can we can't gloss over that, can we? Like we can't do that, right?
But it
You
was her dream.
thousands of dollars to an 18-year-old.
What in that shop equated to 10,000 US dollars? I'll wait. I'll wait. We had the nail session. We got the eyebrow session. And we have my officina where I sit and I look pretty.
And we kind of can't gloss over the fact that we ain't seen no service providers there either, right? I didn't see any.
Mm-hmm. You know that store is shut down. Like,
I mean, like, oh gosh.
anyway, girl, look, she know how to spell beauty. Okay.
It's just so bad when you sit there and, like, on one hand, like I said, I'm going back to this. How are you asking all these right questions and not asking yourself, how did I give thousands of dollars to an 18-year-old to open a business in a foreign country?
Mm-hmm.
And you walk in, right? And you asking all these right questions, but you're not asking where are the service providers? Like, where are the employees? I'm like, and and
Okay.
one step further, how are you concerned about money and clients when you shut down, when the store is closed, obviously because you're filming, and there's no one in there getting services?
And God knows she can't give no services with them 5-inch long nails.
For Montez, he is foolish to give that much money for a girl you've met and been with for less, not so much less than a year. 18.
17.
8.
17. 17.
However,
17.
a teenager, we'll say that. You were giving a teenager 10,000. Oh, gosh, okay.
He is just getting credit card after credit card and just maxing it out with
Business,
dumbass
probably,
ideas.
probably business credit cards too. So he can file professional bankruptcy next year, and that'll probably be the storyline.
That would be wasting money, Black Lavender, because she don't want to hear what anybody has to say because apparently she's smart.
No, she's a boss beach.
Who knows how to now that she's met him. You got another trick.
I mean,
We
hey.
on Heidi last night, we actually asked, what did you think she said when she was bleeped out? Most of us said the female um ejaculate.
Oh, gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to figure it out.
Other people were like, "Oh no, he took her V card.
No.
That been gone."
Yeah.
Mm-mm. No, she did a little dribble drabble. He got her to do that.
I can't stand you.
A little dribble
Uh,
drabble, yeah.
okay. Uh, Auntie said it, not me. I was thinking it though.
Who says she ain't already there? Look
Thank
at this
you.
girl. She had a lot of time by herself. And why does she have that gigantic stuffed animal there? I can see
Okay.
her showcase or whatever you call it on there.
Okay, so Ryan's just gonna ruin one of my favorite drinks of all time. That is legit one of my favorite sodas of all time. This is gone for a couple months. Thanks. Armando says she must have hypnotized him with some things.
I mean, well, she should have because I don't know. I don't know. It's just these two. Where's her parents? Why if I feel like I say this every week? Where are her parents? And I'm gonna add on something else. Child Protective Services in Espanol. Like, where are the authorities? What is going on in Colombia?
Oh, Ryan. Oh, Ryan says, I love
Ryan.
Squirt. It's my favorite. There's some in my fridge right now. Oh my gosh. Oh, these two are just idiots. We know this. Shall we move on to our absolute, the best couple, the only best couple on this whole season?
We did them. Okay, so
Aaliyah.
next is Aaliyah. Hold on.
Last but not least, Aaliyah and Sean.
Yes. Okay.
So, you know, he's still struggling, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Aaliyah wants to go shopping, and he's like,
Mm-hmm.
well, we're going to shop for like female clothes. And I'm not sure about this and how I'm going to feel, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, Sean, you're going to, at some point, you're going to have to make a decision here.
Mm-hmm.
Aaliyah's determined to live her best and free life. Douglas is gone, and like Aaliyah said, he keeps trying to pull Douglas out, and Douglas is gone. It's not happening.
Mm-hmm.
I feel free, and you could just see Sean be so uncomfortable with Aaliyah picking out clothes, and I'm looking at Sean, and I get it, but I struggle with him a little bit because you're okay with holding Aaliyah's hand in public and showing some sort of affection, but you're having issues with buying clothes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what to make of him right now.
I'm going to throw out a theory. They've been together for 3 years. Yes, he was originally attracted to Douglas. However, I think that Sean and Aaliyah are two of the best actors that this show has ever hired. I think he's already accepted the transition to Aaliyah. I think he's already accepted that. However, I think we're seeing a repeat, like a retelling of his thought process.
Gotcha.
While, how he was trying to walk that fine line of being supportive, but trying to rediscover or understand that his love for Douglas is gone. It doesn't just go over. Like, I think he had to fall in love with Aaliyah separately.
Oh,
so I think we're seeing the retelling of that story.
Got it. So versus us seeing, to put it this way,
because that's why he's so comfortable to be seen with her, holding her hands and everything, but then sitting in the store saying, this is why I got divorced from a woman. I just sit here and I wait. And his confessionals to me are just his thought process when he did this. Yeah.
Okay. So we're not so basically what we're not actually seeing the journey itself.
We're seeing the retelling.
Okay, that makes more sense. I can go with
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. But I still like it because something like this doesn't happen overnight.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
Something like this takes a lot of communication and someone who's truly understanding on both parts, because everyone always says, well, we have to be, supportive of Aaliyah and blah, blah, blah. But, and then forget Sean. But Sean's the one who also has to, it's not Sean who's changing.
Right.
Aaliyah's still in love with the same Sean that she met when she was Douglas.
Mm-hmm.
So the heavy load is on Sean
True.
because he has to be compassionate, understanding, supportive, but then he has to tend to his own feelings. Nobody else is looking at his feelings.
Mm-hmm. No, I think that makes perfect sense for me.
Yeah,
But
that's what I realized in this thing. I just thought it was a really good retelling. They're really good actors. And he
fair.
technically has been in the industry.
Yeah, for sure.
So bravo.
Oh, Ryan, what was age of consent 14? We found out in Colombia.
Oh shit. That's what they said on Heidi's show. Let me just Google real quick.
And I think I googled and it said 14 as well. We were all kind of shocked.
Yeah, 14. Age of consent at 14, regardless of gender or sexual orientation. Sexual intercourse with a person under 14 years of age is punishable by imprisonment of 12 to 20 years. And that is the Colombia Criminal Code Act 599 of 2000, as modified by Article 4 of Law 1236 of 2008.
Mm.
So, yeah. Age of consent 14, age of majority I think was different, was 18.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah. So I still want to know where Madeline's parents are, though. I
Yes.
just want to know. And I also have questions with regards to part of Aaliyah's storyline where she said she lives with her grandparents, but they don't accept her. Well, Douglas becoming Aaliyah. So how are you still living there?
Mm-hmm.
Or I don't know. That needs to be. They need to explain that a little bit more, because, like, grandparents don't need to let you live with them if they not down with you, changing your gender.
Right.
So that's the only downfall in their story that I'm finding so far. But I think it's a really nice reenactment of it. Maybe Luke Taste is a special menu that Gina also really likes. Oh my God. I don't even want to know what that is. Aaliyah needs to skip leg day. Yeah. I think she will. I think that I feel she's gone on the hormones, because her face in the talking heads, the confessionals, is a lot more feminine than it is on the show. And even when they do the cuts between the scenes and they're introducing the next segment, and they're on that hilltop and she's in that orange off the shoulder top with the white pants, she looks so beautiful, so freaking beautiful. Orange is her color. She looks like she's on like, she doesn't look as bulky as she did at the airport.
Like her physique is becoming more feminine, basically.
So Ryan agrees with me. She's confused by the living situation as well. I just don't see Granny and Granddad keeping her in the house if they're against,
right,
especially in Brazil. Like, they're very, very Catholic. I don't get it. Her thighs are huge and muscular. If she cut back on the thighs, then maybe her hips would stand out more.
I think,
That's what I
but
said.
but
Yeah.
I, right, but I think Aaliyah's one. I think with Aaliyah, she's squatting a lot to bring her behind up.
But her behind is good.
But remember,
When
she
she
wants
was
it
in
bigger
that
now.
cutout dress, she don't need it bigger.
Well, that's what she
Her
wants.
booty, she got a donkey booty right now. No. Going back to Phaedra and donkey booties, yes. But
Mm-hmm.
she has a beautiful bottom. If she loses some of the muscle in her legs, she won't need. She'll see that she has hips.
Right.
She has a beautiful figure. Shit, if I looked half as decent as her, I wouldn't be complaining right now. But anywho, I liked all of her little outfits. The twerking lessons could have stayed where they were at. And this is another thing that made me think twice about them. This is another thing. I don't think when he sat there, he said, Douglas was so quiet and introverted and subservient and did everything I said and let me spank
Right.
him.
I heard
Like,
that. I heard that too. I heard that too.
I was like, then she comes out. She did the twerking first, then she comes back out and she drops it to the floor like she's at the strip club. I was like, She been doing that since she was Douglas.
Right.
She been winding up on you since she was Douglas.
That doesn't come out of nowhere.
Exactly. And if it does, I would want to know what she doing when you ain't there, Sean.
And he was like, he basically, here's the way I took it. The way he was looking at her doing that, he was looking at her like, baby, you don't do that in public. That's what I took from it.
Mm-hmm.
This is for the house. This is for the house.
Her foundation was a little too yellow in her confessionals, though, made her look a little ashy. Well, listen, I'm going to say this. TLC production people have a problem when it comes to lighting people of color. That's all I got to say. But who knows? Maybe she'll get like better makeup. Maybe next trip he'll bring down makeup instead of so much hair and wigs and extensions and stuff like that. But I thought she looked awesome in that orange dress at the shop.
Mm-hmm.
I did not like the black leather outfit. I didn't like that one. I like the blue shorts with the white top. She tucks so well. What's gonna happen if she wants to do it all off?
I think that's gonna be an interesting conversation for them.
Wonder if they've gotten there yet. Like if they've had that conversation. Because I'm sure there was a lot of conversations prior to I'm gonna, start dressing as a woman.
Right.
But it's 4:00. Okay.
Yep.
So guys, anything else happen with them?
Nah.
Okay, so that was the episode 90 Day Fiancé Love in Paradise Season 4, Episode 3, The Mile High Club. It was... This was filler for me. I'm sorry, it was filler. Not even Aaliyah and Sean could save this episode. It was filler.
Nah, because for me, I'm struggling. The reason why I'm struggling with this episode is I only care about one couple versus all the other seasons. I could get invested in all the couples because they all had interesting storylines. These people, like, not all of them have interesting storylines. So it's
you know what it is? It's not that they're not interesting. It's just that one particular person is repulsive, morally bankrupt and repulsive.
True.
So it's tainting the whole season.
Fair.
It's put a downer on this whole season. If we eliminate him, and even with the remaining 3 couples, it would have been a lot better. But Kyle sucks the oxygen out of this season.
Right, because he's all you can focus on, to be completely honest, in a negative way.
Yeah. All right, guys, give us a few minutes. We'll be right back, where we'll talk about MILF Manor. And remember, we're going to be very politically correct. Maybe we'll get... we probably won't get advertising for this next
Mm-hmm.
show either, but we'll try. See you back here in a couple minutes. Jamal, any final thoughts?
No, we are good to go.
All right, y'all. Until next time. Bye.